Hey kids, welcome to Connect. I'm so glad you're here this morning. My name is Miracle and I'm your MC. Guess what? This week we're starting a new series called Kids with Wisdom. We're gonna talk about courage. Say it with me. Courage. Make it louder. Courage! Do you know what you need this week to do all these secret missions? Courage. And God will give it to you when you ask. Tell your neighbors, ask for courage. Now, let's get to worship.
Praise and you change the atmosphere. With hearts open now, everybody's singing out. Oh, turn it up, this sound of praise. Make it louder than any other. Lift him up and shout his name over all. Turn it up, this sound of praise. Make it louder than any other. Lift him up and shout his name over all. As we praise, I can feel a change as your presence now indicates. Hear the sound of the broken chains, hidden doors are giving way. Come on! This is prophetic, I can feel it in the air. We lift our praise and you change the atmosphere. With hearts open now, everybody's singing out, I am free. Turn it up, this sound of praise. Make it louder than any other. Lift him up and shout his name over all. Turn it up, this sound of praise. Make it louder than any other. Lift him up and shout his name over all. Come on! Our praise goes up, your rain comes down. Our praise goes up, 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 up. Your rain comes down, 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 down. Our praise goes up, hey, your rain comes down. Come on! Our praise goes up, your rain comes down. We shout of praise, we celebrate. King of glory, enter in. You are riding on
Hello, I'm Mighty Brain.
Mighty Brain.
Yes, I acquire knowledge and use it for the good of the world.
Okay, well, we are watching a show about what it means to be a courageous superhero sidekick. And we've been talking about what it means to have courage. Right, Clint?
Right, don't use my real name. It'll give away my identity. So, Mighty Brain will now tap his wealth of incredible knowledge to find out what courage means.
Well, while Mighty Brain is doing whatever that is, I can tell you what it doesn't mean. Courage doesn't mean that you'll never feel fear.
That's right. Courage means facing fear with God's power.
Thanks, Mighty Brain.
You're welcome. Now, Mighty Brain would like kids everywhere to join us because it's time to
Rehearse the verse.
Today's verse comes from the book of Galatians, chapter 6, verse 9. Say it like this. Galatians 6:9. So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up. Now I'll say it and you repeat it after me. Got it? Galatians 6:9.
Galatians 6:9.
So let's not get tired
So let's not get tired
of doing what is good
of doing what is good.
at just the right time.
At just the right time,
We will reap a harvest of blessing
we will reap a harvest of blessing
if we don't give up.
if we don't give up. Great job! So, Mighty Brain, what is a harvest of blessing?
Allow Mighty Brain to tap his vast knowledge bank. Harvest of blessing is lots and lots of good gifts from God himself.
Thanks, Mighty Brain. So, who's gonna be Lionheart's new sidekick?
Will it be Velocity? The Super Bass? Or Nightlight? Watch and find out.
In Chance City, evil doesn't stand a chance, thanks to the daring duo of Lionheart and Quest Boy.
I am not defeated.
Those ropes tell a different story.
Your plan has been foiled once again, Dr. Knucklehead.
The happy victory was short-lived. Quest Boy did not want to be a sidekick anymore. He moved away to New Omega City and became the hero known as Journey.
I will miss you, old friend, but you will do well.
The city is ours. You're never gonna defeat us. Prepare to be destroyed.
You can't defeat me. No one takes over Chance City.
Check that.
Lionheart found that fighting's crime alone was more than he could handle.
Strike a blow for you.
He needed something new. He needed an ally. He needed a sidekick.
Quest Boy will be difficult to replace, but somewhere out there is my next sidekick. But who will it be?
Lionheart searches the globe to find the best of the best and a hero who shows true courage. Find out who will be his next sidekick on Sidekickin' It.
What? What is that? We aren't ready.
It's like a nightmare I can't wake up from.
It's time for your next challenge. Evil never rests, and neither do we.
Maybe evil can just take a nap once in a while.
You must prepare. You must be ready for the trampolines of danger.
How does he do that?
This isn't so bad.
Where's the danger?
Glad you asked.
Oh, okay, spoke too soon.
Today we test your endurance. You must jump without touching the energy rings.
For how long?
You must complete 100 jumps.
But that's like crazy impossible.
If you want to be a sidekick, you have to prove your endurance.
Ready.
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 I feel good. Really good. I should do that more often. You need help. You look like you need help. Here, let me help.
Thanks.
Ready.
My ankle.
Nightlight is having a difficult time.
According to the brilliant deductions of Mighty Brain, it does not appear that Nightlight will win the psychic challenge.
Nope. I'm not going to give up on Nightlight. The Bible is full of stories of people who did great things because they never gave up. No. Here's one. The Brave and Beautiful Queen. You're gonna love this one.
This is his 66 picks mixed up into one. The book's about God, who he is and what he's done. It's the Holy Bible, y'all, with God's truth packed tight inside. It's alive, a prize to hide in your heart and in your mind. Old Testaments are set up for the big event, when Jesus crashed the scene with a new arrangement. It's history, his story, whose story, God's story. Oh, the story of how much he loves me. Let him know I'm on the pages, let this show go live. Let his word explode from this video into your life.
Esther was the queen of Persia. Even her husband, King Xerxes, didn't know her secret. Esther was Jewish. Esther's uncle Mordecai worked at the palace and looked out for her. Xerxes' advisor Haman received a great reward. He was very proud. Everyone except Mordecai bowed down to him. Haman was insulted. He vowed to kill Mordecai and all the Jews. Haman told Xerxes that the Jews were dangerous and should die. Xerxes agreed and set a day to kill them. Mordecai was terrified and sent a message to Queen Esther. "Change the king's mind," said Mordecai. "If I go to him without his invitation, he can have me killed," Esther replied. "Perhaps you were made queen just for this moment," said Mordecai. Esther bravely agreed to try. She went to the throne room. King Xerxes was amazed by her beauty and invited her in. "Can we have dinner with Haman?" she asked. Haman was building a big gallows in his backyard. He planned to hang Mordecai on it. Then the king's invitation arrived. So Haman went to the palace for dinner. "A man wants to kill me and my people, the Jews," Esther told Xerxes. "Kill the Jews?" cried the king. "That man is you, Haman. Guards, put him to death." So Haman was hanged on the gallows he'd built for Mordecai. Because of Esther, the Jews were saved. They celebrated with a great feast, which they observe to this day.
So, Esther could have been killed for going to the king?
Yes, but even before that happened, Esther was courageous. She prayed and fasted day after day, even when it seemed that things were really hopeless.
Esther showed great courage, and God used her to save her people from Haman's evil plan.
Yes, and Nightlight is courageous too.
Ray, listen to Mighty Brain. Nightlight is hurt. The competition is over for her.
We'll see.
I have an ankle brace.
I am so glad that's over.
Me too. Listen, it's okay if you can't do this challenge. Not all of us can do challenges. Some challenges are just really hard.
I have to.
You already tried like 3 times.
Twice.
Okay, twice. Whatever. But look, it's cool. We respect you.
No, I'm going to do this.
We are 2 steps from ridiculous. 1 step. Yo, you sure about this?
Just let me try.
You did good, Nightlight. We applaud your effort. I said, we applaud your effort. That's better. Nightlight, why don't you just take a break and get ready to do the next challenge? I commend both of you. This was a hard challenge. It took strength, endurance, and concentration. So I want you both to know that the challenges that lay ahead are going to be hard. Well, of course they're going to be hard, or they wouldn't be challenges. So rest up. Today was long and...
I thought you said you were going to relax. You need to relax.
Job's not done.
But you can barely walk.
It doesn't matter. I'm gonna see this to the very end.
Your leg may argue with that.
It's time to show that I have what it takes.
You have it. We know you have it. The fact that you want to try means you have it.
I'm going to finish. I got it.
Girl, I give you props, but this is crazy.
Sometimes being courageous looks a little crazy.
Nightlight, I highly advise against this. You can already advance to the next round.
Engage the hoops.
Okay.
97, 98, 99, 100!
Oh, yeah!
I can't believe you finished. Did you know you finished? Of course you know. You were the one who was hopping.
You got this.
I'm impressed. You have all shown me something today. And Nightlight, you continue to amaze. Good job. You all advanced to the next round.
Mighty Brain knew she would do it.
Wait, weren't you just saying, Nightlight is hurt, the competition is over for her?
The saying? No, vast knowledge. I would remember that.
Uh-huh.
Nightlight seems to possess great courage.
Just like Esther, she could have been killed, but she still went to the king to save her people.
Esther did not give up.
How can we be courageous like that? Nitro, can you pull up today's verse?
Certainly.
Mighty Brain would like kids all over the world to say the verse with us.
Galatians 6:9.
So let's not get tired of doing what is good. At just the right time, we will reap a harvest of blessing if we don't give up.
A courageous act is something really big you only do one time.
It's easy to think that, Nitro.
But sometimes it takes more courage to keep doing what's right, day after day.
Is that more courage than humans are capable of?
It is. But when things get hard, God gives me the courage to keep doing what's right.
Congratulations, Clint. You have discovered the point and connected the dots.
God gives me the courage to keep doing what's right. Clint, you did it.
Mighty Brain has spoken.
Let us say the point together. Are you ready?
God gives me the courage to keep doing what's right. This week, let's remember Esther.
And ask God to give us the courage to keep doing what's right. Or maybe my hair back.
I'm so glad we got to see Queen Esther's story. It's one of my favorites. I guess you can say she's like a superhero to me. And I know that I can have that same courage too, because God gives me the courage to keep doing what's right. And it starts when you become a follower of Jesus. Here's a video that will show you how.
So, has there ever been a time in your life where you have gone through something and something has happened and you have wanted to give up? That's just like how Nightlight felt in this episode. You know, they had a challenge and what she had to do was do 100 jumps without touching the hula hoop, right? She sprained her ankle. The guys got to finish before her and she still kept trying. She kept pushing, kept trying to make it, to be able to jump. But have you ever gotten to that point where something has happened and you felt like you just couldn't keep going? You couldn't keep pushing through. Has it ever happened to you? Because it's happened to me. You know, it's happened to a lot of people. Your parents, I'm sure, your pastors, your leaders. There have been moments in our lives where we just wanted to give up and stop. Whatever it is we were doing, whether it's church, whether it's our job, whether if it's something we're doing with friends, there has been moments in our life where we wanted to stop. But I love that even though Nightlight sprained her ankle, she kept trying. She never gave up. She persevered and she kept going. And she even did it jumping on one foot. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see how she tried jumping with two, but it kept hurting, and it took her a few tries, but then she realized she could do it on one foot. It took her a longer time, and the challenge was already finished, but she kept pressing through. I encourage you guys, that's what we're here to do, to encourage you guys to keep pressing through, to keep making it through the hard times, to keep going even when you want to stop, even when you feel like people are telling you that you cannot do it. Do not allow people to stop you from fulfilling your God-given purpose. We were all given gifts and talents. We were all blessed with, we all have these fruits, but it's up to us. What are we going to do with it? Are we going to keep going? Are we going to use what we have to keep getting to where we got to go? Or are we just going to stop and give up and say, that's it, I'm all done? The choice is up to you. I cannot choose for you, but I can be there to help encourage you and support you and to tell you that you can do it. Because guess what? You can do it. Our Father loves us so much that He has sent the Holy Spirit to comfort us. But He has also given us the strength to be able to make it through these hard times, to get through these tough challenges. You know, and sometimes it might not even be a tough challenge. It could just be a little challenge, a little thing that we need to accomplish that we feel like, sometimes we feel like we don't deserve it. We don't deserve to get it. We feel unworthy. We feel like we just don't deserve to be where we're supposed to be. We feel like we are not called and chosen. But God has put you here. He has put you in our lives for a reason. And that's all He wants. He wants you to just say yes, put your faith in Him, and to just go. And the only way we can do that is if we first have a relationship with God, right? Is that we believe in who Jesus is, that we have faith that God has taken care of everything. All we got to do is step out in faith and believe that God got us. And He does. He has us. The Bible story today was about Queen Esther, right? And she showed so much courage. She was so courageous that she went up to the king even when she wasn't supposed to, for her people. And she didn't just do it for herself, but she did it for her family. She loved them so much, and she believed in who God was. And she might have been a little afraid, but she still kept going. She didn't allow her fear to stop her. She had that courage, but she only had it because she believed in who God was. Because she had God in her heart. And because she loved Him dearly. And so I'm telling you that you can get through anything. We can get through anything. And we can get through it more so together. And I pray that you guys were encouraged with this story, you know, with this series, this episode that we watched today. And so I encourage you guys, Galatians 6:9 is our verse. Get into it, read it, allow God to speak to you and tell you what the verse means to you. And then now, what do you do with it now that you know what it means? I encourage you guys to get in your word and to talk to God. But don't forget our point for this week. God gives me courage to keep doing what is right. We know what is right, right? And sometimes we get stuck and we have a hard time. But know that God will give you the courage to be able to do what you need to do to be at the place where you're supposed to be. All you got to do is ask God for help. It's that simple. Sometimes in the process of everything and when things are happening, that's the last thing on our mind, right? But when we really, really need Him, we're like, God, please help us, right? God, help us pray. God, please help me pass the test. God, please help me don't get in trouble. But what about those times when What about those times when we're okay? When we're so blessed, when we have everything we need, when things are going so great? What do you do during those times? I encourage you guys to keep praising God, to keep worshiping God and thanking Him for your blessings continually, day in and day out. Because yes, He hears our prayers when we're going through those rough times, when we're struggling, when we need the help. But what about when our life is going good? When we don't need anything and God has gave us everything we need? What do we do then? I encourage you guys to continue to worship God. That is our challenge for this week. To ask God for courage and to keep pressing on, to keep pressing through, to keep persevering and never give up on what God has called you to do. Do not allow your gifts and talents to be wasted. God has blessed you for a reason and a purpose. He has given you the family you have for a reason and a purpose. And He has put the people around you for a reason and a purpose. So get on your knees, talk to God and ask Him, what is it that you want from me? What can I do for you, Lord? Ask Him that question. That's our challenge. Continue to worship God through not only the bad times. Don't only talk to Him through the bad times, but also through the good times. Pray you guys enjoyed this episode. Watch it. Join us again next week. We love you guys. Have a blessed week.